The Golden Company is one of the strongest fighting forces in the entirety of Game of Thrones. However, in the TV show, they made them look like nothing more than children. I mean, to be fair, they were fighting a dragon, but they would have prepared for that, and unfortunately, they were just not done justice. So in today's video, let's do them justice. We have heavy spearmen, veteran warriors, we have archers, and as you can see, down in the distance, we have the glorious elephants as well. You know, something we were deprived upon, you know, some of the greatest fighting forces of Essos, and you don't even get to see elephants. God damn it, it makes me sad. So who are we going to be fighting today? Well, in today's battle, as you can see, we have a glorious hill defense right now set up, ready to push them back. We have the forces of the Unsullied and the Dothraki. I thought it'd be kind of fun to put them up against other fighting forces of Essos, and if you guys maybe want to see the Golden Company go up against the forces of Westeros, do let me know in the comments down below, and obviously by dropping a like on this video. So we'll go ahead and click start battle, and as the units do edge closer, because the forces of Essos are going to be charging at me, we'll take a look at what we've got on the enemy side. So for their swordsmen, they do have just some basic swordsmen. The Unsullied warriors equipped with a spear or a sword is going to be deadly. They're more so equipped with this sword because it's just kind of better for game balancing in the Seven Kingdoms mod, rather than, you know, their more equipped spear, which they're trained in since childhood to use this spear. So they kind of got swords as well as spears, but I try to give them more spears, obviously, because of that. We also have the Dothraki over here. We do have some Blood Riders. No, actually, this is Jorah Mormont's unit right here. And yet here I stand. If we pause it, we can actually see him right there. He's not wielding Longclaw in this model, but still looking absolutely amazing. We get a better look at him right there. And yet here I stand. Wise words, Jorah. Wise words indeed. We also have some more heroes scattered throughout the Dothraki line, but we haven't quite seen them yet. So here are the Blood Riders. Again, super scary cavalry. And that's really going to be one of the main issues for my fighting force in this battle, is going to be dealing with this cavalry. The Golden Company don't have access to any cavalry in the mod. Obviously, historically, they probably did. But yeah, in this mod, unfortunately, they don't. So yeah, that's going to be where my army is going to be set down. But we are fortified on a hill. You can see off in the distance right there. Still looking pretty scary, so I'm hoping it won't be too bad whatsoever. So the Unsullied do have a few more different types of units, and they also have given them a special hero that we might see Grey Worm somewhere in this formation. He is here somewhere, and he does have a really cool custom model, so that's just why I'm trying to pick him out right now as the Unsullied do form up. Is that him? No, Unsullied swordsman. Yeah, I still can't find him. I'm sure. Oh, there he is, right at the back. Okay, cool. I was going to say, we sure would find him somewhere, but as you can see, there he is, marching forward without a helmet on, because, you know, cool guys don't wear helmets. They really don't. And then obviously on the right flank as well, we've got some more Dothraki horse archers and a few other Blood Riders and a couple other infantry as well. So for my force, I have some of the Golden Cloak cavalry, because as I said, I didn't get access to any cavalry as the Golden Company, so I thought I'd bring some of the Town's Guard of King's Landing to aid me in this fight and give me a little bit of a punch with cavalry. And again, they look absolutely spectacular. Chainmail is gorgeous. Definitely can't complain whatsoever right there. Then for my fighting men, I do have a handful of these Golden Company spearmen. They're going to be on my front line. Once again, looking spectacular. Really fighting fit mercenary company. And again, also, if we go ahead and get our spearmen into a nice little tight shield wall as well, right here, we'll do that. We get them into the pike wall. We can watch them form up as well as they just prepare themselves for the oncoming battle. Behind that, we do have a line of archers set up. I think the archers start off over in that distant line and then go all the way down, all the way across, sorry, a bit too zoomed in there, and then all the way up there as well. And then we obviously have some swordsmen as well to reinforce. The blades are fairly mixed between them. You've got some more of the shorter swords, and then you have some more curved blades as well. But the armor is pretty consistent. But you also have the leader himself as well. Right over here, we got Harry. Yeah, Harry Strickland is his name. He is currently leading the warriors. I'm hoping not going to get burnt to a crisp this day. Something we're definitely going to be hoping will be the case for sure. So his cavalry unit is going to be reinforcing. Obviously, the elephants themselves as well, being led into battle by them. And yeah, the elephants will hopefully do some serious damage. Really cool stuff. Love the look of the elephants. Amazing as well. And that's going to basically be my army. Just got swords, spears, archers, elephants, and some golden cloak cavalry to reinforce. And it's going to be a very difficult battle, especially because it does seem like the AI is already looking to outflank me and basically nullify my left-hand side. I'm not sure if the AI's thought about this, but I built a pretty hefty defense over on this left-hand side to repel any of the incoming assaults, because I was like, oh damn, you know, I have only 4 units of cavalry. It's going to be almost impossible. It does seem like they've gone very aggressive here, so what I might just do to kick this battle off as they are moving on to me is I might just dispatch these archers like back here really quickly. Yeah, get these bad boys back. Oh, I totally forgot my reshader is going to pop up whenever I press insert. Probably need to change that quickly. I'll do that in a second. Yeah, so let's go and get these archers back here. We'll dispatch them like up the hill, and then we'll throw them over to that right flank, because that's going to be one of the main killing parts of my army. They're going to be these archers, because the forces of Essos don't really have much in their way of missiles in the Unsullied. They basically are just a melee fighting force. So we're going to be using that to our advantage, and again, it's going to be very important for me to kill the enemy cavalry, the Dothraki riders, with these archers. So let's get them back here, and then we'll set up like here in a marching column, and then we'll start moving over. We could also think about maybe dispatching a few more infantry units. And what I might do as well is just take a few units of these swordsmen, get them into marching column, and just bringing them up here and then across as well, because yeah, I think we're going to need it, because there's no way this cavalry, even though they are in the forest, will do too well. We also do have some positions set up here as well. We've got some caltrops and also some spikes in the woods, which will give us a nice little advantage, but even still, going to be a hard fight for sure. Alright guys, the enemy are at the gates. The cavalry are moving towards me, and we will ride out to meet them. Here we go, the Dothraki charges, moving in. Actually, let's just pause it really quickly so we don't miss any of the action. One of the great things we can do whilst we are playing this battle out. So we'll send the enemy horses in. I think we'll get a good charge off, but obviously they are Dothraki, so obviously in a prolonged engagement, that will not be looking too good. And I might definitely sacrifice some of my men as well, just do this arrow fire to slow them up. A nice little outflank right there, actually. Obviously, they outnumber me massively, and this is all our cavalry we have access to. So let's immediately send this horse round, and we'll try and get a nice little envelopment in somehow, but I can't imagine our Golden Cloak cavalry will fare too well. I think I'm going to try and go after this unit. The archers are also sending off a handful of shots which made their way forward. And then we've got some other archers as well, just hitting away. This is the perfect target as well to be hitting. It is exactly what I want to be focusing down. I've also stuck the difficulty up all the way up as well. So the difficulty is actually on very hard now. So the AI should be getting a ton of bonuses now, which is super juicy. But as you can see, plenty of casualties going down. And already a handful of their horses being taken down. A few of the Dothraki charging. And as I was always told, Dothraki on the open field. But right now, I am more than happy to take this assault forward. Probably need to be a little bit careful with my arrow fire, because I'm going to be focusing down a handful of my own men. But still, nothing we have to worry about too much. And I'll make sure as well, I will stick all my soldiers on that guard mode as well. But oh, we have guard mode, do we? Of course we don't. For a second, I thought this was a good game, but we're playing Attila, and guard mode is still not a thing, which is pretty ridiculous. How are we faring on the right-hand side? The cavalry, well, the cavalry's actually getting beaten back pretty nicely. We've got a spare unit of horse here to chase down. I mean, we basically lost all our cavalry here, but they're actually doing a pretty good job right now, able to break some of the heavily armored Dothraki. This one is being brought up to the heavens to meet the Khaleesi once and for all. I mean, that's what Blood Riders do. They swear their lives to if Khaleesi or the leader of the Dothraki die, whoever they pledge their allegiance to, they will also kill themselves. That's what Blood Rider means. Which is once again so stupid in the TV show when they're just like, yeah, actually, nah, I don't think we'll do that. So let's also start to pull back our archers now. Bring up our infantry just to kind of take over this. But the main fighting has really now erupted, and we're getting spear on spear action. I would probably assume the Unsullied would probably be, a little bit more well drilled and more kind of like frontals, like each individual warrior is probably a bit more skilled. But the Golden Company is definitely nothing to mess around with. We'll start the camera a little bit as well, just so we can go down this battle line without YouTube making it look absolutely awful, as I know YouTube does love to do. And right now, the battle is looking pretty good. We've got the lines of the Golden Company holding. The Unsullied throwing everything they've got forward. The Archer fire is still coming in as well. I mean, that's obviously one of the advantages of our hill. I don't think there's any Dothraki behind me. I can't see any. I mean, that looks pretty epic as well. I'm not going to lie. Something like that, especially if we were to turn on the, what one is it? It's one of these, right? Is it, no, it's not that boxing. Is it this one? Yeah, the FOV. Oh, it looks amazing. Look at that. Spectacular stuff. One of the amazing things about the reshape program I'm using is that you can just do stuff like this. And obviously if we slow down the camera again, I won't leave this on forever, by the way, just for a little bit, because it does look very cool. You get some real close-ups, and I'm still pretty new at using this as well, so do give me a chance. I'm using Hazard's preset as well. He does loads of awesome stuff with Warhammer, so he was kind enough to give me his preset. And generally I'll have this one off, but the majority of the stuff you're seeing is set up on his preset. The cavalry actually coming in as well, so let's go ahead and obviously turn this on, off even, so we get a full glimpse of the overall battlefield. And once again, start the camera. Sorry, I changed my reshape button from insert to page up, and page up speeds up the camera. But right now, the cavalry's getting taken down pretty quickly, and that's a pretty juicy start for us so far. So how's the rest of the battlefield looking? We can go on slow-mo just for a tad as well. No need to overextend this battle. So yeah, our right flank is getting pounded. The left flank is doing okay. The cavalry has been lost as well. We do have some archers still left remaining, and your sole job should be to kill that cavalry. We have our general kind of commanding this right flank. We have a few abilities, nothing we really need to use. And then we're fully engaged over on this side as well. Swordsmen are being thrown in against the enemy lines as they try their best to bring them down as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Swordsmen against spears, but again, Unsullied are always going to be pretty scary. And don't forget as well, we do have this entire team of elephants to commit to this battle as well. So nothing like too crazy, but yeah, again, they're going to be a big help. I can't imagine even the Unsullied are too used to fighting elephants, even though they are trained not to fear anything. So probably don't care too much. Maybe you got a volley on leashes on the Dothraki through the trees though, so probably not too many kills on them, but enough to send them packing, I am hoping. And again, the rest of our cavalry's done a good job on that flank, especially because the AI is stupid and just completely didn't worry too much about this. The Dothraki Blood Riders being sent back with pretty large amount of these. So let's actually start moving these guys around a little bit. We'll try and get them, not to commit quite yet, but basically just opening a channel for our elephants to start moving in now as well. I mean, as I said as well, we do have plenty of infantry as well yet to send. So let's get out of this formation because I want to make it easier for my lines to come in. But we'll slowly start to move the elephants down, and as you can see as well, the elephants are able to shoot off a couple volleys here and there, and even if they pick up an extra man or two, still pretty effective as they get brought up now, ready just to rip through the enemy rank. It's going to be absolutely insane when these guys get committed to the fight. As you can see, over off in the distance, there are plenty of men fighting. I think there's even Jorah Mormont on the front line as well, leading the Dothraki. Probably be able to even see him because obviously he looks so much different compared to the rest of the Dothraki. Yeah, there you go. Picked him out. Where's Waldo? He's there. Rallying the men as the sword gleams off his weapon. Sorry, the light gleams off his weapon. And the archers are still just firing, able to get in some pretty good shots. So I guess first things first, we're going to go and commit these elephants now. So let's set them up just behind the enemy. I'm going to get all my archers to hold fire. Archers, fall back to the position. Let's get these guys further back now to like there. These archers can fall back to like here as well. No need for you guys to shoot. Oh god, turn around and shoot please. Maybe Harry will have to go in here as well. Yeah, I'm going to send Harry in. Maybe my archers can get a good kill or two off on them. Yeah, the archers are going to be firing, as the AI just does not seem to be really doing it. But we'll send in Harry, the leader of the Golden Company. He'll go in to try and deal with these guys. And then I'll turn these archers around and tell them to hold fire as well. Perfect. Elephants are set up. Let's get these bad boys in. Let's insert our way in. No, apparently insert's not going to let us zoom in on these guys, but we don't need that whatsoever. Oh, did you see them animations as well? The elephants are just throwing Oh my god! The elephants are just absolutely lobbing the Unsullied away. And in the back as well. Even Unsullied are probably not going to be able to stand for too much longer, are they? Absolutely awesome. And as you can see, the elephants are just running an absolute muck in the back lines. And this is what Cersei was really, really missing. And I'm sure the troops of Daenerys would love some barbecued elephant as well. Unfortunately, Daenerys forgot about the Iron Fleet, so that's really where it came back to hurt her. I love the banners as well in Seven Kingdoms as they just get held forward. Once again, we're trying another battle line. Again, I won't spend too much time on the cinematic camera, but if you like the look of it when I just do this every so often, let me know in the comments. As I would love to, you know, add in more of the cinematic flair because it does look great when like the right units like catch the glimpse. It's absolutely awesome. Obviously, it's kind of hard now and again to catch everyone, but definitely good for like these close-up moments. It really draws your eyes into to a few certain things. But so far, I mean, our front line is doing pretty amazing. Okay, our right flank has now collapsed. Okay, right flank has collapsed. Let's get these archers back then. Harry has done a good job at beating back the enemy. And this is where our swords... Yeah, our front line is really starting to get hit. Okay, reform the line! Reform! So we'll get some infantry over here. We'll get Harry back as well. And we can basically just start shifting this right flank over. So again, you guys can basically set up our second line of defense. I did give the AI a lot of soldiers, so it's kind of to be expected, but we're going to break. But it's fine. We can form up here. You guys need to form up. The elephants might have to go in as like a sacrificial lamb here, honestly. Not so much the sacrificial lamb, but something just to allow me to quickly reform up. So again, we'll get these spears back up here. We'll get you guys out of Pike Hall as well. You guys get back there. We have a spare unit there. And basically just like reinitiate the battle lines. And here they come. But they are fighting into swords as well. I'm into my archers. Oh god, do we not have infantry here? Archers are going to have to fight until these guys can cover the position. I mean, you guys can probably go into the side of them. Elephants hitting them pretty hard. Man. And it's such a shame as well that Total War didn't offer more modding support as well in Attila, because the guy who made all these models and assets for Seven Kingdoms, I mean, they're just spectacular. Some of the best in Total War ever, really. And unfortunately, he moved on to the Kingdom Come mod, which is slowly in development. I believe the modder had a bunch of IRL stuff come up, so they couldn't really do much more to that, but hopefully that is still very much on the way. It'll be pretty exciting to see if that ever does get completed, because Kingdom Deliverance, obviously one of my favorite games of all time, honestly. Definitely in the past 5-10 years. Okay, how did everyone else form up? I mean, our front line is broken. Really is. Luckily, most people have both formed up, which is good, I guess. And we still have these elephants back here as well we can throw in it. So I don't want to commit them a bit too like eagerly, if you guys get my drift. However, we did manage to break that. So let's send these guys round. These archers can shift back down. We've got a sword unit there ready to reinforce. You guys are broken. Where's Harry's over here as well? Okay, let's bring him down. We've got all these archers as well. So I might just try and hit this big blob. And we're going to have to commit a unit of infantry here because we are being enveloped there. Yeah, let's get the archers in. You guys just shoot this big blob. The elephants will come around and deal with this. We've got all these archers firing into this clump. And honestly, I might even just retreat here as well. However, I think this unit will be my forlorn hope. They will be here to hold the line just that little bit longer. Keep the enemy at bay, push them back. And just basically our Ramsay Bolton, the other living crap. Oh, Jorah, what are you doing, Jorah? I think it's not going to be looking too good for you. As the elephants make their way over, the archers are plinking off shots into the Dothraki group. I think it is now the time to move in. And nice, we've actually managed to reinforce this a little bit. So let's keep on readjusting the battle line. Just for where we have to. And again, as I said, we have the elephants over here as well. Oh my god, Jorah. Jorah, no! Flee, you're on horseback. Turn and run. The elephants are here. Elephants are such a great unit as well for killing cavalry, because that charge, they just outcharge them. And then obviously, horses are extremely scared. I mean, I can only imagine Jorah is dead, because I can't see him in this unit either. Yeah, well, we just killed him there somewhere. I don't know what one of these guys he is. I think he was that... No? Well, that guy's doing a split. So I don't know where Jorah is on the battlefield. But he is among the dead, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know whereabouts he is, but he is there somewhere. It's not bad. Our elephants have managed to clean up quite nicely there. I mean, let's just send the elephants in here as well. We managed to break this northern position. And we can now set up a bit of a better line. So let's set up just our archer line back. All the archers are firing into this clump. So as I said, I might just fall back a little bit. Let more of the archers fire in. And we still have all this cavalry as well. And as you can see, with the elephants coming flying in here. So let me get a sunnier point of view. I wish we could just make it so men just unsullied soldiers is flying. I wish we could make it this lightness 360 rather than having kind of where the sun hits them and then like the ultra darkness of this, you know? It just looks so much better whenever you're just like this. It really does. But now about a general. The Unsullied is still fighting on though. It's one of the strengths of them. But at least our archers can now really start to go to work. So let's reform the archers once again. Get some more men set up like so. These soldiers are routed, so we'll bring them back. And I guess obviously we'll send the elephants around as well. Probably better to send them around this way. Plenty more reinforcements though to throw in. This left flank was completely won by us. And we also have Strickland as well. All these archers. Get ready to give them a volley, boys. Let's give them some fire arrows. Let's give them a volley, boys. There we go. The fire arrows going now. Cause some havoc. Actually, maybe probably shouldn't do that in case we scare the elephants. The elephants are still pretty far away, but still not something I really want to overcommit. Look at that. We haven't lost a single elephant yet. 200 kills. My God, these elephants are broken. Let's send them down here and men in to help out. I am dropping men pretty frequently, though. Advanced power bar did just shift away from me. It's going to be a hard nut to crack these last couple soldiers. But we've killed the majority of their shock infantry. Now it's just kind of like a slow grind down to finish them off, I think. Because we've like out-positioned them, which has been really nice. We've dealt with their shock infantry like that, like the cavalry, the Dothraki horse. And now it's just kind of really a matter of time where we can slowly put our grip in. Our elephants can rack up the kills. And we just push forward bit by bit and, yeah, basically canne these guys. So let's grab up some infantry. We have some spare infantry on this flank. Let's get these guys around here. Yeah, we'll get these guys in. The dust is being kicked up. You can just about see the battle off in the distance. Still very cool. Yeah, we'll get these guys around. We could also just do some hammer and anvils as well. Nothing we necessarily need to, though. Honestly, as well, what we could do as well is just get some archers, like a point-blank round shooting into them. That'd probably be very, very useful. But we got cavalry, we got elephants on 2 flanks. Infantry soon to come in and reinforce. Even though the Unsullied are fighting bravely, I think their day is going to be met here. And when we go, that flank is starting to crumble. Pursue them, boys. Not give them a moment. Let's get some of these guys in. See, the long grass is kind of in the way, but you can just about get the idea. They're coming on the flank of the Dothraki and the Unsullied. Not that there's any Dothraki really left. Just keep on pushing, boys. You've got the advantage. They are fighting bravely on. But I still can't believe we haven't lost a single elephant there yet. Almost 400 kills on that elephant unit. Brutal. These archers now can notch their arrows. Notch and volley. Are you guys still got any ammo left? I swear you do. You do. Hold your ground, boys. Don't ever commit. We've got lots of arrows to use, and as any brave mercenary general would know, let's not waste bodies because bodies need replacing in a mercenary company. Oh, we lost our first elephant, I think. No. The elephants have gone down. I mean, the elephants are really expensive. But I also did give the AI more money than me. They have about 10,000 more gold than me. And also, they're on very hard. And generally on very hard, the AI does perform pretty well. When it comes to, we are dropping elephants now really, really quickly. But the battle is surely won at this point. We have our other elephants back. I mean, they have like one blob of fairly scary stuff, but yeah, and now might be a good idea to fire arrow just to try and break their morale. Yeah, the morale is dropping, so let's set in 3 volleys of fire arrows at a time. Oh, that's pretty deadly. setting a blaze of bush. But as you can see, their men are starting to break. Let's get our general around here as well. As long as we keep it away from the elephants, it shouldn't be too bad. However, these elephants are starting to cause a little bit of a morale drop. And as you can see, we are losing some elephants. Let's bring our general as well. The man who was leading from the front will now be sent into battle. After the fire volleys move in. Wow, it's like something like a gladiator right there. And what remains is, yeah, not a lot left really. The morale is dropping, especially with a couple cavalry charges in here. The battle will surely be won momentarily. The fire arrows also will be a huge help at breaking them, because fire arrows kind of drop that morale and just make them so susceptible to a rear charge like that as the cavalry come flying in now. And as you can see, basically just breaking on impact. Infantry will continue to pursue them. They have that debuff from the fire arrows, taking heavy casualties. They're exhausted at this point. Obviously, marching up this hill was kind of our plan. And there you go. Only like 2 units left now. It is over, Anakin. We have the high ground. And it was just too much for them. Victory is ours. I'm excited to see how many kills, though, the elephants got in the end, because they racked up a lot. Jorah got 37 himself. Grey Worm got absolutely slaughtered. But yeah, the elephants, 410 kills, 340 kills. They were truly the MVPs of this battle. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more Seven Kingdoms on the channel, do let me know by dropping a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification. Consider becoming a member. We have some really cool bonuses which are going on at the moment if you become a member. And Discord is really starting to pop again. I love seeing it. So many people talking in the Discord. So if you're not part of my Discord, join it down below in the description. Say hi in the general chat and let the chaos ensue. Because, I mean, chaos is a ladder after all.